Oh, my bedhead is so bad. I am in Iceland, in Reykjavik Airport hotel. My parents got me this hotel because I am not feeling good. I've not been great. I've been quite ill. Don't know why. So the plan today is get the shuttle bus that goes to Reykjavik at 11. So I don't know what the time is now. It's like 8:40 or something. No, it'd be like 9. So I'm gonna chill here. Try and relax. Try and feel better. Have a shower. Sort my hair out. Sort my bags out. Then I'm gonna drop my bags at the hostel that I've booked. And I think I'm just gonna wander around Reykjavik for a bit and just go see what's up. We are officially in the 35th country. So that's exciting. By the way, this is one of those hotels where they say that breakfast is included, but what they really mean is that breakfast is available at an extra fee. So, always look out for those guys. Before we start, I want to talk a little bit about what exactly is going on. So I'm a dive master, I'm a scuba diver. Moved to Iceland to work as a scuba diver at the Silver. This is not a very new experience to me. I've moved to a lot of countries in the past 3 years since I left the UK. But the reason that I'm making this video is basically because of a guy called Alex. Now, Alex is somebody that I was sharing a room with in my hostel, and he started talking to me, and as usual I started, talking about myself and telling him about the things that I've done. And he is a first-time solo traveller. He came to Iceland and he went hiking by himself, which I think is so brave. And so we were talking about our experiences, and for him, as like a first-time solo traveller listening to me, he found a lot of what I was doing or have been doing or am doing really fascinating and maybe a bit inspiring too. Now, here's the thing, I don't think that what I'm doing is particularly special. I've met people all over the world who do what I do, from all over the world, living season to season and moving from place to place. My co-workers and friends are people who have packed their bags and moved across the globe to find somewhere to live and a place to work. There's also a hell of a lot of people that don't do what we do, and I just thought I would talk about it and maybe inspire people and also just show you what it is like to start a new life in a completely different country. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And believe me, it's pretty ugly sometimes. I left the hotel earlier than I'd intended because Iceland is an hour behind and I haven't changed the time on my laptop or on my watch yet, so basically I'm an idiot. Fortunately, I took the 55 bus from Reykjavik Airport and that took me to Fjörutur. From here I took another bus and then walked for 30 minutes with all of my bags to my hostel. Anything to save a bit of money. I got a few strange looks, I've got to say. Once I dropped my things at the hostel, I went for a walk along the seafront. Now, I don't do any research on the places that I'm going to move to. A lot of the time I just turn up and figure things out when I go there. One thing I did know about Iceland, however, is of course Kirkja. This building is a symbol of Iceland and it's situated near the heart of the city. It's 75 meters tall. One of the tallest buildings in Iceland, and you can see it from pretty much anywhere in Reykjavik. It was designed by Gudjon Samuelsson and it took 41 years to complete the full construction. It was inspired by the column basalt salt that is quintessential to Iceland's landscape. The structure is made of concrete and was formed using custom wooden and steel folds to create the unique shapes. I always sat in this church and I was just thinking, how did they make this? So that's why it's going in the video. I think it's interesting. You couldn't see any of the formal lines though. So I don't know how construction works, but I thought that was pretty interesting. Anyway, when I went inside, there was someone playing the organ, and this organ is huge. It's such an incredible building, and it was really, really nice just to go and sit in there and relax and just listen to the music. Now, when you go to the church, there's actually a statue at the front of it, and this is Leif Erikson. He is the first known European to have actually set foot in America before Christopher Columbus. This is everything I think of Reykjavik so far. It's a pretty quiet city. It's very suburban, so far from what I can see. I haven't been to downtown yet. I don't think I have anyway. I've been wandering around and I feel like I've seen quite a lot of the city already. It's so small. But I'm in a really nice park now. And I've been to Grimsholskirke. I will get editing Hannah to pronounce it properly. It's weird to walk around and think that this is my home. Or this is my new city. It's weird seeing so many buildings and knowing that I'm going to be living here. This is the first time I've lived in a city. It's the first time I've lived in a capital city. So that's exciting, but I'm just looking forward to when I can have my own place. I feel like I'm walking around, but I don't know. It would just be nice to have somewhere to live. I really can't wait to have somewhere to live. I need to get a bike, so that's going to be a lot of money. I really want to get a skateboard because this city is so flat, and I think if I'm going to live here I've got to get a longboard or something. That's going to be a lot of money as well, but I think it'll be worth it. What else? Yeah, can't really complain, I don't think. Not right now. I think that life is okay. I'm in Iceland and there is a little bit of blue sky and sun. I can smell salt and seaweed and there is a slight breeze, but it's not cold. I have a job that I've not started yet, but that is okay because I knew I had to wait. And in the meantime, I've been looking for a place to live. The hours tick by in games of Uno and conversations with strangers. In hikes and walks along the bay where you can see the green and brown mountains in their patches of snow and halos of silver and grey clouds. There's sirens and cars and construction work, drilling and whirring, machines that beep. People shout and laugh and talk. Icelandic, Spanish, English, Chinese, German. They take photos of the sea and the Rainbow Road or the church and its tower. They eat and drink and browse gift shops. And I am amongst it all.
but I'm so worried about the future, where I will lay my head and my job and who I am and who I want to be, that I barely notice a thing. Not the water lapping on the rocks, or the colourful buildings, or the smiles of strangers. I'm lost. I'm lost.
I didn't really explain this when I was trying to film and explain this video. And I don't think it's gonna come across in this video, the frustration and the, I guess, anger that I have experienced since coming here. It took so much effort to find somewhere to live when I came to Iceland. So my boss recommended me Facebook groups and an app called Igloo, and I used that, and I applied to so many places. And I said a little bit about me and how long I'm going to be staying here for, and how I already have a work contract, and how I have a Kenintala, and I just need a place to live, and I want to move in as soon as possible. And people would just respond and then say nothing, or just not respond at all. And it wasn't until I put a Facebook post on one of the Facebook groups for places to rent in Reykjavik that I had a few responses. And from there I could actually take my pick of a place to live. It was just super frustrating because Iceland is the most expensive country in the world, or one of the most expensive countries in the world. Reykjavik is one of the most expensive cities, I think, in the world. Fortunately, the hostel I stayed in was only £20 a night. So it wasn't too expensive, but I didn't want to stay there for that long. I originally booked for 3 nights, and then I had extended another 2 nights, and then I had to extend to make the total stay there 10 nights, which I really didn't want to do. I wanted to move into a place as soon as possible, but because I had to get my Kenintala, I had to arrive in Iceland before I was due to start work, so that I had plenty of time for that to process. And because I arrived on the 20th of May, that meant that I couldn't actually start looking for places to move into until the 1st of June, because that's normally what happens if you move into a place at the start of the month, right? And it was so difficult. I went to a couple of places. One was near downtown. It was right on the main road, so I didn't really fancy it. The kitchen was pretty small. There was 2 other people, which is fine, but there wasn't really much of a living room or anything like that. And the room that was there was huge, which I guess for some people is great, but I don't need that much space at all. Like, I lived in a car and I was fine, you know, I don't really need that much. Another place I went to was a room that was in a basement, and the basement was where this Vietnamese family lived, and they seemed really lovely, and I'm sure it would have been so much fun living with them, but I would have felt like I was imposing a little bit, I guess, and I didn't want to feel that way for the next 3 months or 4 months. And another place I looked at was in a similar area to the place I just mentioned, and that was also living with a few other people. Also it had like a bit of a bigger kitchen and a bit of a dining room. It was right by a school, and I didn't really fancy that. Ultimately, my biggest problem when looking for a place to live is that a couple of days after I did some shadowing at work, one of my co-workers messaged me and said that his flatmate was moving out. He sent me a video of this place, and it was just so nice. It had this beautiful kitchen, living room, only 3 other people living there, 2 bathrooms upstairs and a downstairs, a bath. It just looked insane. And once I saw this place, even though it was a lot more expensive, I was just comparing everything else to this apartment that my co-worker had showed me. And I couldn't, it was really annoying because it looked so amazing. It was a lot of work. And it's work that, you know, all of us have to do, you know, to find a place to live. It's hard. Finding a place to live is hard. And it's especially difficult when you're in a new city and you're staying in a hostel that's quite expensive and you just want to get settled down. But yeah, it was just super, super, super frustrating.
I'm alone now. That makes me feel good. Here in a park in Reykjavik, lying on the grass, I'm trying to make the most of the sun. In Reykjavik, this city, this is my home. The colourful buildings and skyscrapers, Kirker and the cranes, this city, there's mountains ahead. I feel like I'm finally living. Yes, I need my Kenintala and I haven't started my job yet. And my hostel is really, really gross right now. But my company is good. and my home will be, and I have a chance to learn more about myself and scuba diving. Okay, it's the 4th of June. This is where I've been sleeping. This has been my bed for the past 3 nights. What have I been up to? This morning I gave the girl whose room I'm moving into, I helped her put some stuff into the car. I've just had a shower, I've had some breakfast. I'm gonna go to the gym. And then I have to move this pile of stuff upstairs. I'm whispering because I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up my housemate. It's the 4th of June and I just received my Kenentala, and it's been about 2 weeks since I've been waiting. I've been so bored. I've been so bored. There's not much to do. Like once you go around Reykjavik, there's not much more you can do after that. So yeah, yesterday I went to the gym for a few hours and then just did nothing, basically. This is the gym I go to. Boxing bags, thingamabobs, dumbbells. I think that's what they're called. I found it really frustrating when you're traveling. Normally I do like some yoga and like some kind of Pilates workout, just like 10 minutes of each in the morning or 20 minutes for workout. And when you're traveling and you're constantly moving from place to place, it's really difficult to have that routine. So it's been really nice coming to the gym, especially with my housemate, because I think it's such a daunting experience coming to a gym and using the machines if you don't know how to use them, and not being that strong at the start. And I was really nervous to come here. But what I realised is everybody starts somewhere and everybody has their own goals when they're at the gym. And everyone's just respectful of each other. We're all here to, you know, for whatever reason it may be, just work our body and get fitter and get stronger. And I've been so frustrated because I haven't been able to do my yoga and my workouts in the morning. I haven't been able to have much of a routine in the morning as well. That was like the first thing I did when I woke up, so it was a good thing to do. And then when you don't have that, it's really difficult. So I'm glad that I've been going to the gym because it's less daunting for me as well. In the future when I go somewhere, you know, to get a gym membership, even if you're on the road, you can get gym memberships that are like universal, you know, gyms that are universal. So you can use it anywhere in the world. At least, you know, in Japan there was Anytime Fitness, and I think that that's a global gym. If I had got a membership there, especially when I was living in the car, it would have been so good for me, like, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, just to pop into the city, go to the gym, have a place to park, have a shower. And lots of people do that when they're on the road. So this is the gym I go to. I'm really excited to get stronger. I've been so frustrated about where my fitness level is at. Getting on the bike and being out of breath in 5 minutes doesn't feel good. So I'm excited to work my body, see how far I can get whilst I'm here in Iceland. And the most important thing, maintain it afterwards. Also, coming to the gym has been great because it's been keeping me busy. I've been so bored just waiting for stuff to happen. Tomorrow I have my medical exam. Friday I have some shadowing and some training to do. Saturday I can start work. Very excited.
today is the 5th. I had my medical exam this morning. They took my blood pressure, asked me to read the letters. I had to put headphones on and they played sounds and I had to click a button and I couldn't sound. And then I went and spoke to the doctor and she asked me, if I have any disease, any problems, stuff like that. Just asked me some questions. Anyway, so I did that today. Then I went to the gym. Then I was journaling. There's some World War II bunker next to the gym. I did not take any videos. I will put some videos when I next go there. Really beautiful. Just got a full view of the city. But I haven't been too good recently, mentally. I guess this has nothing to do with, actually maybe this has everything to do with going to a different country. For me personally, even though I come from the UK, a lot of my friends and family are over there and I love it so much and I live in a very beautiful place. It's difficult for me because I don't enjoy it there. I still can't actually put this into words. I still really struggle to explain why I feel so uncomfortable when I'm in that country. It's the whole country. I hate it. Devon. Actually, I love London, but like Devon, Birmingham, Swansea, I just can't stand it. I don't really get homesick. This is not me saying I'm homesick. This is me saying I'm like the total opposite, actually. It's interesting. So last night we went to Blue Lagoon. If you know Iceland, you've probably seen photos of it. It's really gorgeous water. I went there with a bunch of my co-workers, which was really, really nice. I was talking to one of the girls and she said that the country she grew up in, that was always going to be her home. She loves travelling, she loves seeing the world, but she knows that that's her home. And my housemate, he's from Portugal. He loves Portugal, he loves being there. He's had an amazing life there. And for me, I just don't feel that way about the UK. I don't really have a home base. My bedroom is basically a glorified container of my belongings. And apart from my bass guitar and my guitar, that's kind of the only thing I care about. The rest of it is clothes, and I like my clothes, but I can buy new ones. Everything I need is with me right now in this room. That is my life. I really miss my friends that I met traveling. I need to talk to them, share this experience with them, because it's an important thing to talk about when you feel uncomfortable, I guess. But yeah, I think I've been having some doubts recently about what I'm doing with my life. One thing a lot of people learn when they go traveling, and I was very quick to learn, was that a lot of people move country to run away from whatever problems they might have had in the past. And if that's the reason that you are traveling the world, that's not a reason to do it, because whatever you have to deal with in the past, that follows you everywhere. I'm gonna say that again because actually, now that I think about it, so many of us do this and we very quickly realize that it is not the case. But you cannot run away from your problems. Traveling is not a way to run away from your problems. They will follow you everywhere you go. You have to deal with them. Traveling is a good way to be able to look at your life maybe, or your past, from an outside perspective and deal with it and think about it and hopefully get over whatever, or not get over, but deal with your problems. But it is not an out. That never works. I can't remember why I started talking about that. Anyway, I've been in Iceland for over 2 weeks now. I've spent most of that time feeling stressed, feeling frustrated that I haven't had my Kenentala, that I haven't had a place to live. It wasn't good, especially after coming from the UK. I had a lot. Every time I go to the UK, I come back with a lot of baggage that I have to go through mentally. That's just me personally. Could not explain what it is. I just know that I leave that country and I don't feel good, and I have to try and resolve it. It scares me because I don't want to be multiple versions of somebody. I always want to be me. I regardless of who I'm around. And I hate that. That's potentially not the case, because if you meet me when I'm traveling and you meet me when I'm in Swansea, chances are I'm a hell of a lot moodier when I'm in Swansea. I'm a hell of a lot more depressed. But still, I'm in my bedroom.
House tour time? This is where I live. Got a nice kitchen, storage. Down there is goes to the person who lives downstairs, but there's also access to a washing machine and dryer. Hi. Hello. Got another bathroom here. Sorry, this is the first bathroom. Bit of laundry. This is the view. It's my landlord's room. No, I did not tidy up. But this is my bed. I haven't got duvet or pillows yet. Got lots of lovely storage. All of my clothes in here. Literally just my bags in there. This is the second bathroom. We actually have a bar. And those two rooms. It's where my housemates, my flatmates, other two flatmates stay. So, yeah, it's, can't really complain. It is a little bit more expensive than other places that you can find in Reykjavik, obviously. But you know, it's got full kitchen. There's only 4 of us living here. All of us are really tidy as well, which is really, really nice. 2 bathrooms, nice big window for me, double bed, so I can't really complain. I'm very comfy here, I'm very happy, so this is where I live.